What's going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another video. You're probably thinking, shit, another supplement video. And yes, you're right. I'm not trying to push supplements by any means. Diet, training over supplements any day. But if you can get that extra edge out of a supplement, then it's worth mentioning and it's worth talking about it. And if you're going to buy a supplement anyway, you're better off buying ones that actually do work and that have some evidence behind them. So one of the main mechanisms for growth, the anabolic signal or switch, however way you want to look at it in the body, is mTOR. We'll get into a bit more what mTOR is later on in this video, but just in short, it's one of the main anabolic switches. It signals your muscles to grow. And it's like in a response to exercise. Basically, your muscles can receive that signal if you train properly to grow, and then it increases mTOR. So basically, phosphatidic acid, which is the supplement we're going to discuss, otherwise known as PA, in this video has been shown to increase mTOR and lead to more muscle gain. So we're going to look at that a bit further in this video, so make sure you stay tuned. mTOR is the abbreviation for the very cool sounding, very futuristic sounding, mammalian target of rapamycin. And what that is a protein complex that basically signals growth within the body and also controls protein synthesis. Stuff like weight training, insulin, and IGF-1 can all increase the amount of mTOR, increase that mTOR pathway, increase the activation of that mTOR pathway. So PA, phosphatidic acid, has also been shown to increase mTOR. Remember, mTORs are the opposite of AMPK, and it's also the opposite of like autophagy. So when you're fasting, this is your anabolic switch, and AMPK is more catabolic and linked to autophagy. But that's for a different video completely, in case you're a fasting person and you're probably thinking, oh, why do I want to activate mTOR? mTOR is highly anabolic and highly catabolic, anti-catabolic.
That is correct.
Even so, when we're talking about catabolic. So the presence of phosphatidic acid can increase mTOR. And it's actually even been said that in response to weight, there needs to be a presence of phosphatidic acid, which is naturally occurring as well, to in fact activate that mTOR pathway sufficiently. Now, time for some studies to back this up. In 2012, Hoffman et al. Recruited 16 resistance-trained men. They ingested 750 milligrams of PA and a placebo, or placebo even, and over the course of 8 weeks, while participating in a 4-day-a-week workout split. The team actually found that PA, phosphatidic acid, increased subjects 1 RM, so the 1 rep max, in a squat by up to 40% and lean body mass by up to 50% when compared to a placebo. A very similar study was conducted in 2014 by Joy et al. He used a group of 28 men who followed a 3-day-a-week resistance program. Just for 8 weeks, there was a big difference. In this study, the participants were actually given 450 milligrams 30 minutes before they did exercise, so pre-workout, another 300 immediately in their post-workout window. The PA group gains a significantly greater amount of muscle versus the placebo group. They gained around 2.5 kilos of, to be precise, 2.4 kilos or 5.29 pounds of muscle versus the placebo. There are similar studies to say, not exactly the same, but studies with a lower dose to say that, it's not super effective. But all that does is point me in one direction and say that stick with the 750 milligram. It's actually 750 milligrams to 1,000 milligrams. Some people boast 1,500 milligrams. But what I would probably do is use this similar structure as to the Joy et al. Study. So use the pre-workout, maybe 450 milligrams or even 500 milligrams pre-workout, and then 250 after, or however way you want to split it, depending on the supplement brand you go for.
This is not a tip, this is a prescription, trust me. Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good shout. 30 to 60 minutes pre-workout and post-workout straight away. I did read in some place that to not take with whey protein. I think there's some contraindication around that, but I wouldn't worry too much about that. I wouldn't recommend anyone just downing a protein shake straight after your workout anyway. So if you take that straight after your workout, wait a bit of time for your protein shake, or if you're not using whey protein specifically, you don't have to worry about this. Or alternatively, you can just take the full whack, the full dose pre-workout, similar to the Hoffman et al. Study. It's completely up to you. You can play around with 2 doses. And on non-workout days, just take I would say in 1 dose, otherwise you'll forget. And just take it, I don't know, any time throughout the day. I would probably suggest on an empty stomach, but the choice is up to you. I take more or less the same time as well in case it does have a 24-hour half-life. I haven't actually looked into that. But anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you've got any questions regarding phosphatidic acid, by the way, just a quick one. I do think this is worth adding to your supplement stack. The way it ranks, I probably think just after creatine. So if you're taking creatine, you're taking vitamin D3, you're taking protein, and maybe this is gonna, for me, rank higher than essential amino acids, because I'm assuming at this point you've got your protein taken care of. If your protein's taken care of, your recovery's taken care of, the rest of your macro, you're in a positive energy balance, or you're at maintenance at least, then I'd say this is another helping hand. It's a good one. Definitely got some research behind it. Definitely, I've heard some really promising effects. I'm about to use it myself for the first time to see what the hype's about. I'll update you in the future, but I've heard some very, very positive effects. Like I said, I haven't tried it myself, gonna try it myself. I haven't heard many, I've actually heard 0 negative side effects associated with this, but like with anything, I don't take everything all year round. I would say to do 8 weeks on and maybe take 2 weeks off. Completely up to you. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give it a massive thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? So hit that subscribe button right now. If you don't follow me on Instagram, AdamScottFit, go follow me over there. And until the next video, keep pushing those limits.